I'm standing on the banks of Tana River in eastern Kenya. In 2017, a small team from Amplifying Voices joined the local community to build a radio station. The purpose of that radio station was to help build peace, as this was an area that had been very familiar with violent conflict between different ethnic groups, especially around the time of elections. We're back in 2022 as the country goes to elections again, and we've been working with the local team, helping to prepare for those elections, to build peace and hopefully see a peaceful election. Aside from training workshops, over the last week I've joined the team as they visited different communities around Tana Delta to listen to their concerns ahead of August's election. The crippling drought alongside 2 years of pandemic have left many families struggling for survival. Worryingly, we also heard a resurgent narrative of we and they, language of enmity, where one group accused another of diverting their water supply. This lady told of how her tribe were the original inhabitants of the region and how others were outsiders and stealing their resources. John Green, Amani FM's chairman, says the radio station has a more important role than ever.
Yeah, so Amani FM is very significant in this time of the year because we are already faced with risks of potential violence ahead of the election, not only in Tana River County but generally as a country. This election is going to be very defining, and so Amani FM comes in to support the local communities at a very grassroots level to deal with the spread of hate that is already, we are seeing also in mainstream media, spread by leaders and political elites. We are seeing a lot of misinformation being spread around. We are having these ethnic narratives that are spread to create tension between different communities. So Amani is coming in to kind of bring the cohesion, to let people know that we are all one, we are all the same, we are all equal.
It is important to have radio station in Tana Delta because people are suffering from conflict issues. People do not understand the problems being brought by these conflicts. The communities are just fighting. They don't know the reason as to why they are fighting. Students are losing classes. There are no schools during conflict days. No business is going on. Many businesses have been stopped. People are homeless, just moving from one place to another to unknown areas where they cannot even manage their life standard because the majority are poor.
Everyone is listening to Amani FM because of the trust that we have built with them, the credibility in terms of news and content, all the programs that we are doing are involving the community and making sure that, because right now we are dealing with the farmers and the pastoralists. So all the programs we're making sure that there is the aspect of agriculture, there's the aspect of economy among youth, because most of the youth around here are not employed. Unemployment in this country is an issue, but we have made sure that we have involved the youth in capacity building, capacity building them in business ideas so that they can be able to sustain themselves.
In the last 2 weeks, I have been so impressed by the dedication, compassion and professionalism of this young team. They've come a long way since we set the station up 4.5 years ago. But they do face enormous challenges in the months leading up to the election and in the years ahead. This is not an easy time, and this is not an easy place. So I asked John if he could tell us how we can best pray for them.
Our prayer items will be asking God, first of all, to help us as a country go through this election in peace, asking God to enable Amani FM play its role as a peace, as an instrument of peace, asking God to provide resources for the station to become more sustainable and also be able to stand on its own as a radio.